Hi guys, this is Emnel, and we are back playing our Italian introduction campaign. Before we continue, quick public service announcement. I got myself a new mic, the famous Blue Yeti, so audio quality will get better, but it will also be inconsistent for the next several episodes, I guess, before I get it just right. There will be a separate video about the whole mic audio situation, so please either comment under any of videos pointing out audio problems, or go ahead and check out that video for more information. And here, without further ado, let's continue. We are fighting in Spain. We don't want to push too hard. Remember, we want to go to war against both Romania and Yugoslavia. What I noticed between episodes is that we were producing way too little artillery for our needs, since, if you recall, we upgraded our mountain troops. We have upgraded our mountain troops, where they are. Here they are. Our mountain troops with 2 whole battalions of artillery, and we are building quite a few more. That means our artillery needs have went way up, and we forgot to increase that. We only used those 2 units of tungsten. Now we'll need to buy some, basically. As you can see, we have a little bit of infantry equipment spare, which is okay, and I think this is going to be the place where we axe some of even as high as this. We will want another 3 of those to fill here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. That's 4. Yeah, that would give us 8 tungsten needed. So we'll just go ahead and buy 1, and once they fill, okay, yeah, that would be correct. 4 and 4. Yep, there was 2, and now there's 10. Well, obviously, and we should get a few more military factories shortly-ish, but for now we'll focus on fixing our artillery problem and getting tungsten. Portugal is usually the best place to get those. Not very heavy on the convoys. Okay, let's unpause. I haven't played for a few days. I was dealing with the audio situation, so if I missed something, please forgive me. I reviewed it more or less before I started recording, but there may be some issues. Okay, let's move there with our troops. I kind of want to get them to the next level. Oh, that's perfect. Wait, oh, for fuck's sake. All right, so let's move that. I'm holding Alt and right. Okay, just a friendly reminder. You hold Alt and grab those circles, and then just drag it while still holding Alt, and that will change. And since we want that planning bonus, I will. Okay. Now, good. I will put that here. Oh, look at them going here. Okay, let's actually attack them. Obviously, one thing I haven't discussed is the losses. I've told you that attrition doesn't affect manpower, but obviously fighting does. What fighting and the loss of soldiers also does is lowers your experience level, because your trained troops are being killed well, there's a casualties, so both killed and injured. Casualty is basically anything that puts the soldier out of action, and they're replaced with green ones. Obviously, you are also gaining experience by fighting, but if you are being murdered and you're being steamrolled, and you are continuously on the defensive, like for example Soviets during Barbarossa, you may find yourself in the situation where your units are fighting but losing experience instead of gaining it. It's a good thing to remember. Okay, let's do some attacking here. Those are hills though, those are plains, but there are 4 divisions there. Not sure if I'm up for that. Let's see, they're barely scratching us, which is good. So doesn't matter how many there are, really. Reminder, the thing is that what we want here is, as I probably mentioned several times already, is to do some fighting, get some army experience and combat experience and general experience. So that's what we are doing. If we were to win this, I would probably want to stop this attack, but yeah, for now do the attacking thing. How's it going here? Okay, you know what, let's stop this attack. Germans will continue on their own. We don't want to, as someone pointed out very in the comments, and that's very true, the key to Spanish Civil War is Barcelona. So we do not want to push for it. Let's move our ass. I know this is ridiculous what I'm doing here, but I kinda want you to get into the mindset of keeping your planning bonus alive. I usually sacrifice it for the sake of speedy gameplay, to not bore you guys with tedious micromanagement all the time, but if you are in a bind, it is very important. For example, in upcoming French campaign, when we try to form a little entente, so that is alliance of France with Czechoslovakia, Yugoslavia and Romania, and go to war when Germans demand Sudetenland. In that situation, when we invade Germany, everything will matter. So if you are in a bind, or if, for example, if you are playing as Poland or something, or I don't know, Hungary, Romania, Yugoslavia, Czechoslovakia even, in those situations you obviously want to tilt your focus more towards micromanagement than what I'm doing here. It's in the end of the day, it's obviously just a game, so it's like I like it. I like to play more or less optimally, but I'm not a masochist. Alright, so it's 10th of December 1936. What that means, we are less than a month away from 37. I said 96, haven't I? What we are going to do is bank the research. Two things got research. What was the second one? Hell if I remember. Well, that got researched, and probably construction or something. Anyway, no, it was concentrated industrialist. What we're going to do is we will wait till the January. There is 21 days left, 22, and that means that 22 days will be banked here on that bar. And when we click this, there won't be a ahead of time penalty. If we started to research this now, we would waste that's 12% more time needed for it. So keep in mind, well, it won't show proper time because it will subtract the 25, but yeah, you will see. But basic is what? What's the basic here? Basic is 200. Well, anyway, either way, we are waiting till the break of the year. Oh, and okay, yeah, we need to stop resetting here. Let's check another things. Okay, everything seems alright. We'll work on more. Work on that later once we upgrade those units a little bit. We can also modify government. Now, the options that we've discussed are war industrialist, so higher speed of construction of military factories, captain of industry, but there is also a light aircraft designer. You do not want to ignore your air force, especially you do not want to ignore your fighters. And what we will need around 1,000 fighters, I think, by the start of the war. Probably more to even have a chance to win the air war against France and United Kingdom. And for that reason we want to start them early. And well, the better fighters will help us with that. And one of our next researches, probably this one, will probably even replace this with air research of our fighters here. It would be ideal if we had access to some, for example, air innovations here, which would grant us a bonus to 50% bonus to research. That C.200 Zeta is one of the fighters. I'm not sure why in Italian focus tree it is instead of telling you the kind of fighter, it just tells you the names, making it pretty confusing for new players. But here we are. That basically is, if I remember correctly, that's for fighters and heavy fighters. Well, what we're interested in is the ones for fighters, but I guess it will have to wait for the next level, because we are more interested in going to war with Yugoslavia. And we could go army primacy and air innovations next. I don't know. Well, it will be safer not to wait and just save up your research bonus for the next level of aircraft. But honestly, this aircraft, this single one, or your so fighter E-36 is the most important aircraft in the game. This is the one that will win or lose you at the war, the early war. So what we are going to do is, okay, let's see our construction. Nah, you know what? We do want another level of captain of industry. Let's play it safe. We only have what, 26, 23. I mean, well. Now we need to decide: will we be using a lot, or will we be building a lot more civilian factories? Usually I spend between 12 and 18 months building those in such situations. But since we are going to war with Yugoslavia, we will want to switch to military factories soon, and we can perhaps we'll get some civilian factories pretty early on from that. If you what you need to do is, if you are in the basic, if you are on the basic screen, F1, you simply right click on the nation to show you a diplomatic screen, and if you want to see details, you switch the tab. Things like, for example, the national spirit bonuses. You can see ours here also. So we have 39 divisions at the moment. Yugoslavians have quite a lot, so they're not pushovers. Not, well, I wouldn't go as far, but it won't be too easy to win against them. Anyway, we want to get those civilian factories from them. So we will probably actually start with war industries now and switch to the production of military factories for a bit. And once we get those civilian factories, we will either pick captain of industry and decide that we want a few civilian factories more, or in more likely keep on building military factories. Since if you notice, the gains between the possible gains civilian factory wise very much outweighed the gains from the gains in the field of military factories. And we'll wait with aircraft carrier design just a little bit. So war industrialize it is. And what we want to do, if we want to switch, is lower that to 1. So we want this one to finish, and we want this one to finish since it already started. We'll either remove we'll add a few more. We have it quite full. What you don't want to do is if you are planning on building some dockyards, as you can see, dockyards obviously can't be built in inland provinces, so it's better to fill those up to the brink first. Another thing to consider when choosing when to build what, where to build what, is things such as synthetic refineries. They are using the same building slots that you can see here, so we won't be able to fit any here, for example, or if we built another 2 factories in Latium, we would have no spot for our synthetic refiners. Why it is important is that each level of synthetic refineries, of synthetics research, only gives you, enables you to build one more civilian factory, synthetic refinery per state. So if we have synthetic oil level 1, we can build synthetic refineries, one synthetic refinery per state. If you can do that, it is much better to just stick with this one research. Do not waste your time researching next levels, and simply build one per state till you run out of space. Then you will have to do the research. But so we don't want to have to waste the research on potentially building those. For that reason, we will save some space here and there. We can, and another thing I probably mentioned, but it's important to reiterate here. You have factory output, but you also have max factories in a state plus 20%. So those things will be that's what that means. Instead of 11, there will be probably 13 plus 20. Yeah, definitely 13 plus 20% here, and so on. So from 9 it will be 11 or 12, you get the gist. Here will probably be another 5. Let's build a few more here, a few more here, a few more here, and there's quite a few. You can also shift click to fill it to the end, or to right click to cancel. We shift click this to the bottom. Frankly, we can just cancel it to not mess up with our things, and they will continue building in the order we described. Okay, we have Triumph in Africa. Anti-Comintern Pact. Sure, we'll join Anti-Comintern Pact. And this is basically a defensive pact. If any side were to be attacked by a communist regime, we would go to war defending them. We'll choose, as we earlier discussed, claims in Yugoslavia. Well, this is the time when we want to start positioning ourselves and thinking about the way we want to do the attack. If we take a look here, frankly, we'll need to wait for this anyway, so another few months. This is 110 days, so we'll have 40 days time between we getting the claims and acting upon them. We may need to do that faster if, for example, the Spanish Civil War was about to end, and it may or may not be about to happen here. What we are going to do is assign this unit from there here. We don't want this to push too heavily. As I said, Barcelona is the key here, so let them fight that one alone. And pause. We are building our Alpine divisions. Good. I think well, problem here is we do not have artillery for them. We will build one more. Okay, what we are going to do is deploy those, and we will limit it to, I think, 3 a pop. Yeah, and next thing is where they are? Here. We'll put them here, and we will, as you can see, they were at 96 due to the lack of artillery, but we couldn't wait for them to get that artillery, because that wouldn't happen, well, not for all of them before the war breaks, and we want to get them to the regular level. For that reason, we will kick you guys out of here, and we will simply bite the bullet, lose some of the infantry equipment and whatnot for the exercise. About the cost of exercising, it's about, with attrition 6%, around 15% of your equipment, mostly in the form of infantry equipment, will be wasted when exercising fresh trained units to the level of regular. But since we have some infantry equipment to spare, it is better for us to actually have proper fighting troops to fight in Yugoslavia. Usually, it's obviously better to just to not do that. Do we want to fight anywhere? Oh, here seems like a good idea. Where's that second unit of ours? Here it is, hidden under. You know what? Let's help you there. There are many of them, but they aren't doing much in terms of damage, which makes this attack a good idea in our, well, considering our goals here. Okay, let's continue. Okay, this is 10th of January, so we that was a 10. Oh fuck, we wasted 1 day, so less than ideal. It was 10th, and since when our research is finished, my bad there, but nothing to write home about. We are taking those two very important techs. And now we are getting recon company, prepared defense, and tanks. That's okay. This one will be. We'll probably go for planes outright. I know, we'll have to wait and see. Problem is that we don't really have industrial capacity to pull it off anyway for now, so but that's basically alright. The whole issue. Okay, let's cancel those attacks since we are doing too well. We don't really want to push them out of there. Problem here is, well, not a problem. Our industrial capacity will increase a lot in the following years anyway, so even if it seems like we are not building nearly enough stuff, it will get better. wasting some rubber, but well, I think that artillery is more important at the moment. Okay, details, not details, research. Another two things we may want to consider is logistic companies and field hospitals. Maintenance company, to the lesser extent, it increases reliability, reducing wear and tear for our equipment. But maybe I'm mistaken, but I never found them worthy of one of those 5 spots for supplies we have in the divisions. Artillery bonuses, artillery support brigades always seemed better. We may also consider anti-tanks, but I think we'll pass on that for now. And now we may want to start thinking about the wars. We'll fight a war against Yugoslavia and Romania. It should be very winnable, but not a walk in the park. So we may want to consider getting ourselves a bonus, an actual combat bonus. Two possibilities are support weapons, which will increase our defense and breakthroughs for most of the divisions that we are using. Less so for special forces, but they start with better breakthrough anyway, and they have additional bonuses to be gained right here. Another passive bonus we can get is right here, interwar artillery. And the last one is radio. So those are things you want to consider when you are closing on the war. And we obviously still want our aircraft. But considering that we are planning on spending political power on the air designer, that lowers the research time by 10%, we may want to wait for that. And in this situation, we'll pick support weapons. The reason here is we will be pretty busy with the research, and this one is gated behind another, so it's out of all those things, it will be better to have this one researched and this one possible to pick within like 2 years without having to use the research for 141 days. If we want to change, we can pause them, obviously. Now, question: do we want to attach recon to our units? If we pick here, we probably do. Recon companies, it will make our units faster and increase their combat capabilities a little bit for the price of organization. Organization is, we talked about organization, most of the organization is provided by infantry units, and when you are designing a division, you want to think of it as a currency. The things that deal more damage and provide some massive bonuses, such as support equipment, artillery, tanks, they usually have very low organization on their own, and therefore they will lower the organization of whole division. And you will want to, and in infantry is a backbone of your divisions, be it a standard one or, for example, motorized one, and they will provide that organization that will allow your units to fight longer, because you lose organization when you are fighting, you lose when you are taking damage, and you lose it when you are moving. So the more you have, the more you are able to operate between the times when you have to stop and regroup. We will attach the recon companies that will lower our experience level once more, because that we will increasing the manpower requirement, another 500 men who are not trained, but it should be worth it. We don't want to add anything more since our divisions are, we are going for divisions with width of 20. If we wanted to use those divisions with Field Marshal, and some of the Field Marshals have a trait Offensive Doctrine that lowers the combat width by 10%, we may want to go for divisions with the width of 22. With 22 minus 10%, that it's what, 19.8, but it's just about 20, which makes that ideal. In this situation, we are good with this. That will cost us 10 army experience, which is okay. We are already seasoned, working our way towards a veteran. We won't attack you, probably still do. Okay, let's go for it. We are still not fighting, we are in reserves, and for that reason we are not getting any experience. We will start getting it as soon as we enter the fight, as you can see. Alright, in next, I think we are out of time. In next episodes we will prepare for the war with Yugoslavia. We'll make battle plans and we will discuss what we are doing and why, and we should perhaps be even able to execute it to the end. Thanks for watching. Hopefully audio wasn't too bad. Please comment on that. I think I've been extensively testing and it was almost good-ish. Not sure how annoying clicks and keyboard strokes were, but well, I'm doing my best. Thanks for watching and see you next time.